that says camera A3, camera 3.
That looks like it's an HDMI cable.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. Oh, you're
Charlie.
muted. You're muted.
Well, good evening.
Good
Hi, Charlie.
Hi, everybody.
Pedro also said that Pedro said that he's having some internet problems trying to get on.
Hi, Brenda.
Good evening, all.
Brenda,
Hey,
Good evening.
Hello.
Hey, Tracy.
Hey,
Hey,
everyone.
Tracy.
Hello, Tracy.
Hello.
they were still missing Jason and Pedro.
Hey, Jason.
Jason, hey there. Okay, Pedro's restarting, so I'll wait a couple of minutes. Looks like he's still out a little bit. We'll just hang on for a moment.
Good evening, everybody.
Welcome to the party. Unmute yourself.
I said my apologies. My laptop's still not working. I'm running off the phone right now.
Actually, so. So let's go ahead and get started. So before that we do for tonight's meeting, which is virtual, I'm going to have the town clerk give us a little discussion on logistics. Melody?
Thank you, Mayor. So good evening and Happy New Year. I just wanted to go over a couple logistics before we get started. For those participants participating in the meeting, please keep your video on and mute yourselves when you are not talking. With regards to how board members are going to participate in the meeting, the mayor will be calling on each of you individually to provide comments and votes. When voting, please remember to identify yourselves by stating your name and your vote. If you would like to speak at any point during the meeting, please raise your hand and be mindful of your background. If we are in the middle of a presentation and you are raising your hand but not being called on, please feel free to speak up. Most importantly, we want to make sure that board members are able to participate in this meeting fully. So if you experience any technical difficulties, please text me. Next, we need to take the roll call. Please indicate if you are present. Mayor Ronald Pappas. Mayor Pro Tem Brenda McMillan.
Present.
Commissioner Jason Hall.
Present.
Commissioner Ann Simpson.
Present.
Commissioner Tracy Westlick.
Present.
Commissioner Pedro Morey.
Commissioner Maury, present.
Thank you. All members are present. Mayor, I'll turn the meeting back over to you.
2022, and we are virtual tonight. And so let's start with the ceremonial opening. If you of allegiance with me, and then remain standing for just a brief moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. Questions, comments regarding changes or adjustments to tonight's agenda? Seeing no hands up there. Let's have a motion, please, to adopt.
I'll make a motion to adopt tonight's agenda as published.
Very good. All right, thank you, Commissioner Simpson. We'll go around the horn. Mayor Pro Tem.
Brenda McMillan, aye.
We'll let that get adjusted. You're muted, Tracy.
For some reason I'm having trouble hearing you, Ron. I can hear everybody else.
Difficulties with my mic over here. So the motion's on the floor. You want to, since I got you now?
Okay, Commissioner Westlake, aye.
It's still going. All right. We're going to pause for a second here, right in the middle of this.
Get it closer to you.
Charm, how we doing? Not that good. On it for a second, do we get this solved? All right, we'll try it again. Can everybody hear me at all? Okay. Don't know what the magic wand did, but we'll take it from here. So in the middle of it, we had an aye from Commissioner Westlake. We'll go to Commissioner Hall, just to double up.
Commissioner Hall, aye.
Pedro, Commissioner Maury.
Commissioner Maury, aye.
Very good. Commissioner Simpson.
Commissioner Simpson, aye.
All right, I guess I have to shout in this thing. It's gonna be an interesting evening. All right, so we are adopted for tonight's agenda. So I understand there are no public comments tonight. And so we'll move on from that. We have the consent agenda up here now. I can have a motion to adopt tonight's consent agenda as published.
I'll make a motion to adopt the consent agenda as published.
Very good. We'll try to go around the horn again. Mayor Pro Tem McMillan,
Brenda McMillan, I.
Commissioner Westlake,
Commissioner Westlake, aye.
Commissioner Hall,
Commissioner Hall, aye.
Moray,
Commissioner Maury, aye.
you, Commissioner Simpson.
Commissioner Simpson, aye.
Very good. Let's run with it while it's still working. We have nothing on the recognition side tonight. We have presentation tonight. And so up on that, we have somebody who's got to sign in, it looks like. We have that one under control right now. I don't see the presenter is the Council Director Bonnie Grote from the Ginger Snap Foundation. Is she going to be on with us tonight? Looks like Dina's coming on.
Yes, Bonnie will be with us tonight.
Okay. We'll wait for her to get signed on. Hi, Dina.
Hi, everyone.
You coordinator, there's Bonnie. I see her up there now.
Yeah, we should have actually quite a few people joining us tonight. We're going to have Ms. Wood, Miss Jill, Dr. Walker, Miss Rebecca, Miss Laney, Miss Amy, Dr. Butler, and Sean. These are all of their wonderful volunteers and helpers with the Ginger Snap Cap 5K, and they would like to give a shout out to the town and then have a small little presentation.
Very good. So I'll let the floor be whose ever they want it to be. Bonnie, is that you first?
Yep, that's us. And I've got actually Jill Conley, who is the presenting sponsor. And we have also our additional Novant guys all on here. And I'm going to let Jill take over to do the little presentation.
Yeah, so this was another great year. So first year back in person that we had an in-person race. I have been previously the race director. Past 2 years has been Rachel, who did a fabulous job with the event. Bonnie and I were actually prepping for the meeting and took a look. So since 2012, with the help of the town of Waxhaw assisting us with tons of support for this event, Ginger Snaps 5K has been able to give just under $200,000 to Girls on the Run to help the program. And yeah, so we were really excited to see those numbers, and we couldn't do it without the town of Waxhaw. Everyone that works for the town, everybody living in the town, everybody's just been so gracious and supportive of the event, and we just love it and are very happy to keep doing it year after year and be able to support such a great mission for Girls on the Run. Myself, Connolly Orthodontics, we are also the presenting sponsor, and then all my buds from Novant Health. I see, there's Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. I see Dr. Walker's here with us, so I'm giving you a shout out. So we wanted to together be able to present Girls on the Run with their check for this year. So I'm going to go back and grab it here. We were able to raise $22,720 to go to Girls on the Run. So
That's a great number. Congratulations, everyone.
Going to the bank right now. And so thank you very much, and I'll turn it over to Bonnie.
We just want to thank everybody. We've got Lonnie on here, who is actually in Hawaii working remote. And our newest race director will be starting next year is Amy Parker, who's very familiar, has been at several of the Ginger Snaps over the years as a volunteer. So we are sad to see Rachel leave, but she did a great job this time, and we still are working with her on other projects. But we can't thank you guys enough, and especially through this crazy time, as you guys know, in the last couple of years, bringing some normalcy back to these girls and families and hope. With your help, we're able to do this. And as a nonprofit, I mean, we do not turn anybody away. So as we've all worked hard these last couple of years, can't thank you enough. That this money will all go towards scholarships. We picked up another county, Montgomery County, where families don't have some running water. So whatever we can do to help to make this work, thank you guys. And we look forward to continuing partnership with you, with Conley, with Novant. Thank you, Dr. Walker and Rebecca and your whole team. We appreciate everybody, and Happy New Year.
That's terrific. Quite an achievement. And it was cold that day too. And I did not run, but it was cold. So if you can do it in order, warmer weather, out of this situation we're in now, that'd be great. But what an achievement. And Parks and Rec, Dina, thank you for all of your team to facilitate all this. It's always been such a great turnout. There are a lot of people out there. I don't want to even guess the number, but more than I can count with my frozen hands that morning. So a lot of people. So I admire all the people that can get out there, and all ages. Interestingly, it seemed like some were 5, 7 years old and others upwards of that. So it was a good event. It's a very good event.
Thank you.
So thank you, everyone there. Dina, you want to?
No, they did a great job, and we love the partnership. And I wanted to share my screen really fast so you could see their new logo have. And hopefully everybody can see my screen. And so they came up with a new logo this year. It's for like they're grown up kind of a logo. So you see the outline of Waxhaw there. So it's really cool. So I just wanted to share that with y'all.
Well, that looks really good. I wonder where they got the ideas, right? Exactly. It's a great picture there. Thank you for that, and kind of ties us together a little bit more. So what a great event. So next year, are we on about the same time frame for this? We have a date yet?
Yeah, we're shooting and working with Dina. It seems to work much better to do the weekend before Thanksgiving. I think it helps a lot with the towns and all their activities, and give a little bit of a break for the day. So yes, and like you said, Ron, you never know what the weather, so who knows, it could be warmer. I was thankful it wasn't raining, so that's a plus.
That is a plus. Well, we'll have to all call on all of our weather people. Appreciate that. Congratulations for such a great outpouring, for one, great turnout, and financially, what a nice success. So great going, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Great job, everyone.
Dina, you good? We completed there?
Yes, sir. I'll see you at the director report.
Very good. All right, we'll move on. Forgive me for looking like I'm looking up at something else, because I have this microphone right underneath my chin here. So I have to look up at the big screen to see where you all are. But we have nothing under public hearings or old business tonight. We have new business. We have our town manager talking to us tonight about the town hall, this existing town hall lease extension. So Jeff, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Mayor, and good evening, everybody. Staff has proactively reached out to the management company of the landlord to request an extension of the town hall lease. The town leases space for town hall currently located at 1150 North Broom Street along NC 16. The building is part of the old Hickory Shopping Center, which Food Line currently is the anchor tenant. Our current lease is set to expire in November of 2022. Staff would like to go ahead and extend the lease to get us through the expected completion of town campus. Staff requested an extension to May 31st, 2024, with an option to extend an additional 6 months. The management company has drawn up the extension request, and it shows up in your agenda packet. All of the original terms will remain the same. The base monthly will increase by 3%, and it also includes maintenance, taxes, insurance, and trash pickup costs. This year's budget was $110,800, and it would be adjusted in next year's and then every budget accordingly through the duration of the lease if it were extended. Staff recommends approval of the lease extension, and I'll certainly be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that. It does give us a little bit of, we'll call it liquidity in our ability to move. Is there anybody? Charlie, I'm going to make an assumption that you've seen this already and gave some guidance back.
I have not, Mayor.
Okay. Before we go to the finalized version, we might want to do that just to make sure, but it's basically a very simple lease extension, same terms and conditions.
It
Do you
is
have
the
any-
same terms. It's just an extension of the duration. Everything else has remained the same.
I
Charlie?
did review the prior amendment, extending it to this date. And so if it's just simple and just mere extension, there's no need for me to look at it. You can move forward tonight.
All right. Just was given that opportunity, but any questions from anybody? It's pretty straightforward. All right, no hands are up, so I'm going to ask for a motion, please.
I'll make the motion to approve the lease extension of Town Hall with Old Hickory Retail until May 31st, 2024, with an option to extend an additional 6 months.
Very good. Motion's up. We're going to go around the horn. Mayor Pro Tem,
Brenda McMillan, I.
Commissioner Westlake,
Commissioner Westlake, aye.
Commissioner Morey,
Commissioner Moore, aye.
Commissioner Simpson,
Commissioner Simpson, aye.
to Commissioner Hall.
Commissioner Hall, aye.
Very good. Thank you for that input. Thanks, Charlie, for the additional comment on that. Just wanted to make sure that we didn't have any red flags on that anywhere, but it doesn't look like we do. It seems to be
No.
pretty straightforward. So we can move off of that. We can move down to the town lead. It's back to our town manager, Jeff Wells. Jeff, mic is yours.
All right, thank you, Mayor. One thing to update tonight, we have our latest CIP progress report complete. This is the report that we are now updating on a quarterly basis. We are now 6 months into the first year of our town's first ever adopted capital improvement plan. So this, I guess you would call update number 2, shows how we are progressing through those projects. So this has already been updated on our website, and we'll also publish this through the other media outlets that we have moving forward. So I'd like to share the screen to show you what it looks like. It's a really neat little graphic that Haven Creative came up with. It's kind of a fun way to show our progress. And right now it's divided up into 2 different categories. One is a construction phase, and then the other is the design phase. And I think for our next update, we'll probably add a 3rd phase, and I guess we'll call it maybe the completed phase, which we actually have some that are at that point now. But as you see here, as I got in a little bit closer to it, it just shows a quick description of what each of the projects are and what percentage to completion it is, whether it's 100% completed in the construction phase, such as our traffic signal at Gray Byram and NC 16 is, as one example. And just moving over to the construction phase is our downtown park. We actually had the pre-con meeting for that earlier today, so that's real exciting. As well as we just received bids for the Barnes Park restroom, and we'll have that on your upcoming agenda next month. And you see here the other projects that we have in some version of design. McDonald Street is the next one queued up for bidding, and that'll be very soon. And Town Campus is at 75%, so that's moving along as a couple of different examples. So it's just a good visual way to show our progress. And again, we are updating that every 4 times a year, so quarterly, every 3 months, just to keep the public abreast at how the progress is going. And again, you'll see this updated on our social media streams and other media outlets, as well as our website coming up as the week progresses on. So proud to show that off. We keep moving forward. Thank you,
I
Mayor.
think it's a great graphic, and if we can get that out there everywhere. I like the little completion circle, if you notice it over there on the right side. And it looks, and correct me if I'm wrong, some of these are, maybe a few of them are before us, but a lot of them are within the last couple of years that all these initiatives have been brought forward and now some completed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All of these are very recent, and we're moving along as fast as we possibly can. And so we're excited about our progress and continuing to move forward. And we've got a retreat coming up where we'll let you know what our next year's is going to look like, and then how we're going to fund it all. So we're excited.
It's outstanding. I can't wait to also be at the retreat later this month and talk more about these things, where they are, and maybe add a couple more things to them. So that's great.
That's
That's
all I
what you
have,
have?
Mayor. Thank
All
you.
right, very good. Appreciate that, Jeff. That's good work. I love that graphic. You get that everywhere. That's going to be a good visual for everybody.
Will
All right,
do.
so now we got Miss Dina back up. Parks and Rec. Dina, time to shine.
Gonna share my screen. Okay. Can everybody see that?
We can.
Awesome sauce. All righty, give you an update on what's going on with Park and Rec. We have a new program guide out. Miss Justina did an awesome job at from January to June. We've got things from all for youth, teens, adults, and seniors. And so to register, please go to Rec Desk and we will get you all set up for all of these upcoming programs. Walking group is still happening on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She was out this morning, so please join her. Every first Thursday, we are having our senior coffee group, and then we'll have some specialty groups in there as well. Youth programming, we have Little Chef starting tomorrow. So if you haven't signed up, you have the last chance to do that. And then also on this Thursday, it's going to be a fun full day of activities. We've got a new LEAP program. It's a STEM program for our little ones. Love to have you there. And then we also have family painting night coming up this Thursday, and charcuterie class at the McDonald House. So all wonderful, cool things are happening this week. Next week is a mixology. So that one always fills up pretty fast. So please join us for that. And coming up is a family sculpture class. Love to have you a part of that. Hero Project is back in full swing. We are going to add a new location tomorrow at Faith Community Church up of Highway Mind. We're trying out some new spaces that's coming up winter and spring. Love to have you a part of it, and trying to make it as easy peasy as possible to walk to these locations as well. So please give us a call in the morning if you have any questions, but please look out for those new locations too. Our event calendar. So we had a full fall and holiday season. We're kind of taking a little bit of a break. Our next event won't be until March, and that's going to be a movie night. So hope to see you there. And a park update. So all things for a new park, as Jeff said earlier, that we had our pre-con meeting with the downtown park. We got a lot of things covered, and we're working on that timeline to share with you, and movement starting on the property. So I'm super excited about that. And then with our park name, all those entries are coming in. Please keep continuing bring those entries in there until the 1st of February. Then our artists, our call to artists. We are looking for an artist to do that premier art piece in the middle of the park, and reached out to a lot of artisans in the state and groups. So I'm looking forward to seeing what their renditions are going to be. And then our brick fundraiser. We have 2 different sizes of bricks for you to bring a legacy to the park with your family name on it or your business. We've had a lot of our local businesses actually do a brick this past week. They were asking me about how to put their name on and everything. So that's a wonderful way to have your family a part of the downtown park family. So please take a moment and look over those, and we would love to have you a part of those. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer any questions, and I'll always leave you with our vision and mission to move us forward and keep us on track.
Dina, I think we can all agree you've had a tremendous year this past year. A lot of very, very successful events, a lot of great comments from all the citizens that I know that we've all come in contact with. So you well-deserved little couple of month break here to get the team stepping up. I know there's a lot going on around your life this year, and the team stepped up and it was seamless. So that is just the signs of a good leadership team. So thank you very much for all that you guys do for us, for the town. And again, y'all make us look good. So keep up the great work.
Thank
Any
you.
thoughts, comments for Miss Dina before we move on? Very good. Dina, thank you again tonight.
Bye.
Great evening. All right, don't know if we have engineering update today. Jeff, do we have any comments from the engineering team?
I believe we do. So he should be up momentarily here.
Good. We'll sit tightly and hold our breath. Longest. So. Town engineer, Matt Hubert. So Matt, anytime you're ready. There you go. You're up.
Thank you. Good evening. Yeah, just some quick updates. Resurfacing is still going on. And then both the stairs off the Ped Bridge and the railing adjacent to the Ped Bridge are being worked on off-site, and they expect to be brought on-site and completed the end of this week and into the beginning of next week. And that's what I got.
You got, okay. I was waiting for some more, but that's great. And I did hear this week, Jeff and I were out, I think we found maybe some surplus material, Jeff, and I don't know if we've caught up with that, but Matt, that might be something of interest to you, that we did finally have somebody say that they have some of the excess material from the original install.
Okay.
And it's supposedly be in good shape. So get together with Todd and Jeff on that and see what that is and how we get our hands on it.
Sure. Well, I have no problem putting that to good use.
Great for even just the repairs as well. So great. All right. If that's all you got on that, have a great rest of the evening on that. So Board of Commissioners, we're down to you guys. Any thoughts, comments coming into this new year? Well, I have one. I want to give a little shout out to our Mayor Pro Tem Brenda McMillan. Brenda has been, and now she's going to pay attention because I'm talking. So a little shout out to Brenda for being reappointed to the North Carolina League of Municipalities on the Legislative Policy Committee. That's awesome. Brenda, I know that you do such a fine job representing us over there, and congratulations on that. It's a little bit of extra work to your already part-time job, but I know you can handle it. And it's nice to see somebody from Waxhaw represented at that level. So thank you for that service, as well as all you do for us in the town. Close it down here. Well, nothing on the closed session tonight, so I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Very good. Motion's up to adjourn. We'll go around the horn. Mayor Pro Tem McMillan.
Brenda McMillan, aye.
Commissioner Westlake.
Commissioner Westlake, aye.
Commissioner Hall.
Commissioner Hall, aye.
Go to you, Pedro.
Commissioner Maury, aye.
All right, we're having fun with this still. We'll see if we can get through this. Commissioner Simpson.
Commissioner Simpson, aye.
Adjourn. Thanks everybody for putting up with the technical difficulties tonight, but we made it through again. Thank you, Charlie, for sitting in with us, and Melody and Barbie, thank you very much for helping us. Matt, Nick, all's well, ends well. Good night, everybody.
Good
Have a
night,
great
everybody.
week.
Stay safe.
Night, everybody.
Night.